Thursday. Today's our lesson is very easy and quick, so don't worry about that. I just need you please to be with me. Before we start, there is the vocabulary building about the reading passage. Remember the reading passage on Thursday? I need you just to, this is on page 60 or 59, I think. I just need you to match the words with their meaning. All of those words are in the reading passage, okay? So you're going to find them there if you don't understand their meaning. Okay, they are very easy. Now, I'll give you 2 minutes and then we're going to do them together. Okay, let's start. Number 1, what do you think the meaning of altered? What do you think the meaning of altered? يلا لما.
Change.
Say it again, please.
Change.
Yes, something that changed. Good. So number 1 is F. Thank you, Lama. Number, what do you think, yes, that is the meaning of captivate? When you try to captivate someone's attention, Dania?
D.
Which means? Can you read it?
Yeah, captures someone attention.
Thank you. To capture someone's attention. Thank you so much. Number 3, confront. What do you think of the meaning of confront, Ya Raneem? Which means?
Difficult or dangerous.
Yes, to meet something that is difficult or dangerous. Thank you. Number 4, crucial. When I say that this thing is crucial, which means, yeah, Dana? Dana?
B, extremely important.
Yes, something that is extremely important. Thank you. Number 5, defects. What are the defects of something? Do I mean the good things or the bad things? Yes, Lilas.
C, imperfections.
Yes, imperfections, which is the opposite of perfections. So just a minute. So we're done with I, we're done with D and B, C, and F. Okay, number 6, the meaning of enduring. Yeah, Ilaf?
With E, lasting.
Yes, something that is remaining or lasting. Thank you. Number 7, ironically, or no, exotic. What is the meaning of exotic? Yeah, Ragda?
Unusual and attractive. Okay.
Yes, thank you. Something that is unusual or unattractive. Number 8, ironically. What do you think? We have G and H. Ironically. Khalid, what are the rest? Yes, Zainab?
G against the Y it's a bit.
Yes, against the way it appears. Very good. So it would be ironically. And the last one, phenomenal. Something that is phenomenal, which means something. Yes, Lila?
Great and remarkable.
Yes, something that is great or remarkable. Thank you. Okay. Now let's move on to true or false. In this true or false, it's about the reading passage. Okay. You're just going to write true or false. Some of them you can even just write them without reading the passage. So just have a look at the passage and go back to the true or false. Okay, I will give you 1 minute.
Teacher, which page?
Page, I think 63. Oh, not 63, 61. Okay, let's see. Number 1, deductive stories are only popular on TV. Do you think this is true or false? What did we say about deductive stories? That we don't only watch them on TV, also we can read them. Yes, Manas?
False.
Yes, it is false. We can also read them on novels. Number 2, the success of a deductive stories is due to a combination of elements. Due to means what? Its reason is because a combination of elements. So what do you think? Yeah, Ragda.
True.
Yes, it is true. Very good. Number 3, many of elements of a deductive story are predictable. Yani, many things in any deductive story, I can predict what's going to happen next. I can tell what's going to be the end. Yes, Ilaf?
True.
Yes, it is true. Thank you. Number 4, all deductive stories have an intelligent and charming hero. Does all deductive stories have the same hero, the same type of hero? Yes, Raneem?
False.
Yes, it is false. They have different types. The formula of deductive stories is likely to change in the future. Yani, for example, do you think that deductive story is going to be with the hero who cannot solve the problem? Someone who's not very smart? Yes, Lama?
True.
Yeah, are you sure it's going to change the deductive stories?
Yes.
How? He's saying in the future. The formula of a detective story is going to change. Yes, Sumaya?
False.
Yes, it is false. It's going to be the same. A detective story, someone who's very smart, intelligent, is going to
But
solve the
teacher, we
problem.
talked about the other thing.
What kind of other things?
The detective who's like naive and foolish and doesn't really know what he's doing, but like, you know, the things are just coming to him, and it's a comedy more than mystery, so it's
Yes,
different.
sure. But they say here that the formula of detective stories, yani, the elements that we usually find in any detective story, the adventure, the everything, is likely to change in the future. Do you think so?
Yeah, it already changed. Like Knives Out, they tell you who did it like from the beginning, so the formula is changing and it changed. So yeah, it's true, technically.
It's not changing, since we all have, before we have TV films, if you remember, if you've seen or read old novels that were based on detective stories, they are actually the same as the ones that we have now. The one who is smart or who can do everything.
No, many like detective movies these days, they tell you who did it like from the beginning, like Knives Out. They tell you who did it like from the beginning. It's just how they did it, and you know, so it changed.
You think it's changed?
Yeah.
Okay, so we can say, if you want, this one, since it's not, we're not agree on one thing, so you can say according to your opinion if it's true or false. Okay, today inshallah we're going to take page 62 and page 63. We're going to take the writing. Okay, it's very easy and actually it's fun. Okay, before we take the example passage that we have on the book, let me ask you, what is your favorite TV kind that you enjoy? And tell me why. Why do you enjoy this kind? For example, if you like crime movies, why do you like them? Because of the satisfaction that when they catch the criminal. So what is your favorite kind? Yes, Talis?
Detective movies.
Detective movies, why?
Because I like to solve the story also.
You like to analyze with them and think how to solve it?
Yes.
Nice, me too. I like those kind of movies because of the thinking. I don't want to be just listening or just watching without thinking. What else?
Period pieces.
Yes, Dana?
Period pieces.
I cannot hear you.
Historical ones.
From what?
The historical ones.
You like the historical ones. Why?
Yes, because it's fun. The dresses and the styles, it's fun and cute.
So you're interested in the styles and those stuff?
Yes.
Yes, nice. Yes, Lila said that she likes animation movies. Me too. Why do you like them, Lila? I like them. For me, I like them because they are very optimistic and yes, fun to watch, and they make you love life more. Yes.
Yes, they're very wholesome.
Yes, they are very helpful and fun to watch. Really fun. Okay. So what do we have here? Do you know the meaning of film genre? Have you ever seen or heard the word genre? Film genres. Sometimes I say novel genres. What is the meaning of genre? You can cheat. You can use your phone to search for the meaning. Yes, yes, very good. When I say film genre, thank you, Lilas, I mean type of films or type of movies. So I call it genre. They don't you only use this word in films or movies, also they use it in novels and stories, film genres or book genres, kind of books. Okay, so today we're going to talk about those kinds and how can we use them to have our writing. So please pay attention here, listen.
Page 62. 10. Writing. Main genres of TV films. Film genres are categories of films based on theme, setting, plots or stories, characters, and other specific features, such as special effects, computer enhancement, animation, etc. There are major genres and subgenres. For example, adventure and action films are quite well known and associated with popular heroes, such as Superman or the Rambo sequels. It is not always easy to classify films as they often combine elements of different genres. Kung Fu Panda, for instance, is an animated film which can also be categorized as an action film. This is the reason why some films are listed in different categories, or a category that is more popular at a given time. Film genres evolve through time. Action films, featuring martial arts specialists and superhuman heroes, used to be very popular over a decade ago. They still exist, but they seem to have lost their initial appeal. If a film includes action and is filmed in tropical settings, is it an action film or an adventure film? Would you say that Toy Story belongs to animation as a genre or comedy? Is it more of one or the other? And if so, which? Detective films are developed around stories of criminal actions and include elements of mystery and suspense. Dramas, on the other hand, are serious films portraying realistic life situations, character development, and interaction. They include a number of subcategories, for example, melodramas, biographies, or biopics. Epics are usually costume dramas, historical dramas, or war dramas in extravagant setting and lavish costumes. They are sometimes a more spectacular version of a biopic film, such as The Last Emperor. Horror films are designed and produced to frighten audiences. They are sometimes combined with science fiction, when, for example, Earth is invaded by an alien monster. Science fiction films, on the other hand, are often visionary with futuristic technology and extraordinary creatures from outer space. One of the most famous examples of this genre is E.T. War films portray the horror and destruction of war and are often combined with documentary excerpts. They are also paired with other genres depending on the story, for example, action, adventure, drama, comedy, etc. Finally, Westerns represent one of the oldest genres with easily recognizable plots, elements, and characters, including horses, dusty towns, Indians and cowboys, good and bad guys, a sheriff and deputies, etc. In other words, they follow a common formula which has been modified, developed, expanded, supplemented, and revisited over the years. If you look up film genres in different sources, you will find that they share some categories but not others. Once again, this is quite natural, given the evolutionary nature of film genres and changing trends in popularity that reflect overall social and financial trends.
Okay. So here he talks about, as you can see, he talks about different types and how we find what, like deductive films. What I usually find in deductive films, I find this and this and this in any story. The suspense and the mystery, they always what in deductive films. Okay, historical dramas, what I usually find in them. Horrors also, what I usually find in them. The sounds, the things, all of those things. Also war films. Okay, so what you're going to do in your writing, as you can see here, please stylists pay attention because I'm going to read your writings and you will have marks on them. Here. Okay, so those are, if you forgot the type of movies, those are type of movies. Action, adventure, biopics. Biopics are type of movies that talks about the real life of someone. يعني مثلا you can watch a movie that talks about the life of Steve Jobs or the life of any person. Okay, detective, horror, comedy, war, or drama. Like here you have, this chart is only to help you. I don't need it. It's only to help you. What you're going to write is an essay for me. This is just to organize your idea. Let's say that you talked about, or you chose to talk about this movie. Have you ever watched 1917, the movie, the war movie? Have you ever watched this
No.
movie, Salis?
I don't
No?
think so.
No. Okay. Let's say that you chose to talk about this movie. From the poster, you know that it talks about what? It talks about war. Okay. So you watch this movie, you know, it's about what? And then you go back here. Okay. So you write TV film genre or title. Okay. Whether you want to write the title of the film that you have chosen, or you want to talk about the type. So the type is war. Okay. Now, what do I usually find in any war movie? What do I usually find?
Horror.
Say it again, please, Manar.
Horror.
Horror, yes. Horror scenes. Yes. What else?
Guns.
Yes, I find guns. What else? They're always what? They always talk about what?
The characters being homesick.
Yes, the characters being homesick and how what? They care for each other. So they talk about? They talk about friendship. What else? Since they talk about friendship, they talk about also, what do I call a tadhiya in English?
Sacrifice.
Sacrifice.
Yes, of course. They talk about sacrifices. A minute. Why it's not working? Yes, they talk about sacrifices. Okay. And you will find many elements that you could find in any what movie. So sometimes you watch a movie and you say, this is a typical movie. Okay, whether it's a horror movie, it's a war movie, even animation. Like, why I'm going to talk about this? Because, can you see this very small example here, a coming of age film? Here they chose as an example in this type, the type is a coming of age film. As an example of this genre is what? The Lion King. I think all of us, we've watched the movie The Lion King. So the Lion King is a coming of age film. Coming of age films talks or focus on young person, okay, genre to adulthood, often both emotionally and physically. In these kinds of films, there is usually a role model who helps to teach the main character. There is usually what also a test that the character must undergo. The test was in The Lion King, when the young lion has to get back being a king and has to get back the jungle, I think. This was the test. The Lion King is a good example of this kind of film because Yani what you're going to do, ya Salif, is analyzing. Okay? You're not going to tell me what is the Lion King is about or what is the movie is about. No, you're going to choose or going to write about the things in the movie as what? And you apply it on type of the movie itself. يعني مثلا, let's say here as a clear example, I think all of us, we've watched Disney princess stories and movies, right? Most of us, we've watched it, right?
Yes.
They always share the same thing. The poor girl who has to do something maybe for her family, and there are people who hate her and want to do bad things for her. She's very pretty, and then she marries the prince, and they will be what, happily ever after. And also there is what, the other characters, like for here we have the witch, we have those animals who help Cinderella, and for the Beauty and the Beast we have those things also that help and love the princess. Okay, so you're not going to tell me about the story of Cinderella or about the story of the Beauty and the Beast. No, I want you to imply the story on the what, the kind of the movie. What kind of movie is this? Princessy and animation movies. Okay, so you're going to say that in those kind of films we find that the girl is poor, okay, and we find that she what, do something or sacrifice herself for her family. Like here, I think she sacrificed herself for her father. Yes, so you're just going to analyze. Okay, what do we call this kind of writing? You see, we call it what, expository essay. Okay, Hasalis, is it clear? Do you understand now what you're going to write? Are you with me? Hello?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, okay. So you have 1 week to do this, and as you know, you have to write 200 letters at least, 200 words, and please, I need you to write it in a Word document, so I can correct your writing. If you write it in a PDF document, it's hard for me to correct your writing. So please, on a Word document. And what else? You have 1 week to submit this writing. Okay, so on Sunday next week, it's going to be your last day to submit your writing. Okay, is it clear?
Yes.
Yes, okay. If I read your essay and you were talking about the story of the movie and what happens in the movie, then you will get no mark. All I need is what? Analyzing and explanation. Okay, you have here those elements to help you. Okay, how to write your essay. And also you have me if you have a question. Okay, don't wait until the end. Don't wait until Saturday next week. Okay, so this is all for today. Let me take the attendance and then you're free to go. Okay, Dania, are you here?
Yes,
Dania is,
teacher.
and Ranim is here. Hiba, are you here, Hiba? Salis, you have to turn on your mic. I cannot see the chat. So, Hiba, are you here? She's absent. Lamar Daddy is here. Dana is here. And Nof, are you here? Nof, are you here? She's absent. Raha, are you here, Raha? You have to turn on your mic, Salis. I cannot see the chat. Raha. طيب لما الراجح.
معلمة راح أردد في الشات.
Okay. لما الراجح is here. Ilaf is here. Jumana. Are you here, Jumana? Is absent. Zainab is here. And Bara'a.
Yes.
Dina.
Yes, teacher.
You were late today, Dina.
Yes, I'm
Yaqeen?
sorry.
Okay, Yaqeen.
Yes.
Yaqeen is here. Sumaya is here. Ula.
Yes.
And Manar is here. Sarah Al-Qadi. Sarah Al-Qadi, are you here? She's absent. Okay, so this is all for today. Bye-bye. Have a nice day.